So about a week ago, I posted this photo on my Instagram and I got a couple questions about how I got my hair to look like that, so I decided to make a video about it. I started out with freshly washed and detangled hair, and I'm just going to do the same thing to every single section. So here's what I do. I start by wetting and making sure my hair is completely saturated with water, and I just comb that through, make sure it's really saturated. Then I apply my leave-in conditioner. I coat it completely through, and then I follow up with some shea butter, okuma, which is what I call it. I follow up with shea butter. I rub that between my hands and I really coat it in my hair, make sure it melts into my hair. And I finally put in my Eco Styler gel to seal everything and get a really good definition. So before I get started braiding my hair, I'm gonna make sure that I go over it with a Denman brush, and then I make sure I smooth out all my kinks and separate my hair into 3 sections, and that's when I start to braid. So basically you just want to make your braid as neat as possible because that's how you get great definition. Also, I want to point out that I didn't use too much product in my hair because I really didn't want to weigh it down or make it feel sticky or oily, but if you want to use more product, you can definitely do that because that will give you a little bit more definition. This is also an important step when you do your twists and braids. Make sure you coil the end because that's what gives you the definition, helps decrease frizz at the end. So I do the exact same thing to my entire head, pretty straightforward, and this is the last section, always combing out and making sure to twirl the ends. This is my little ASAP Rocky look before I go to bed, and hopefully in the morning you will be looking fabulous. The way you tie your hair up is also really important. I try to wrap the ends of my hair around the nape of my neck so they can curve. So you don't want it jaga so that it comes out really messy in the morning. And I double scarf my head or double wrap my scarf, and then I head to bed. So it's the next morning and it's time to take our braids down. I start out by applying some virgin olive oil to my fingertips just to create the least amount of frizz possible. And I just kind of pull my braids apart because that's the most satisfying way to take them out. Obviously you want to be gentle with this, but I just unravel them however I prefer at the time. And I do this to my entire head of hair, and as you can see I'm getting some pretty good definition actually. And after that I go through each single strand or single clump and I just kind of separate it, try to create the least amount of frizz possible. I do this to my entire head and I fluff with my fingers as I go along. So it's time to add some volume to our hair. I usually like to use a pick and just go through and fluff my hair from the bottom, the top, and just get it to be as big as possible. And there's always those straggly strands that need some TLC, so I go through and just retwist them with my fingertips and make sure that they get some nice definition. So I'm gonna add some finishing touches, and there you go. You're ready for your selfie, you're ready to slay. As you can see, I kind of did a little bit faux bang just to switch it up, and I really like how it looks. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you tune in for the next video. Bye!